Station, Texas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Texas A&M Aggies. Restate the state, Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good. There. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Handoff to the lone back. On the move at the 30. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the...
Maybe a crease. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
In the end zone, it's Warren. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Reed. Here comes the heat. And they got it.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, he found a space on the right. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. The run inside. It's Morrow. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the back. Here's Reed to throw. He's got the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
949 rock star. 949 rock star.
Throwing Reed. Here's the pressure. He gets away. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do it.
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Aggie! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talking about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Turns it on in midfield. Got a lot of room to the right. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Warren. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Running inside. It's White. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Reed. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Here's a heat. He fires one deep over the middle.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Slips through the line, and he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll bring it out. It's Warren. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Right on target this time. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to the run, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. On the direct snap, it's White. Could be an alley. 30, the 20, past the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Aggies!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Slithers into space. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this
Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. 10. He is in. Touchdown, Canes. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He might want another play. Reed. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30.
Magic. Copper. Win. Stay.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Plucks it out of the air. The stiff arm gets him loose. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's White. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Mustang.
Here's Reed to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's White. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking for space. It's Pringle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Just feeds the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Anderson wants to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
30.
Throwing Reed. Tosses it incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Slings it downfield. Got a man. It's Warren. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
The run inside. It's White. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. Reed. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown Hurricanes. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Coming out with it, it's Warren. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Reed. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's 3rd down. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wideout. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Here's Reed to throw. Under fire. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
And it's the Buckeyes lighting up the scoreboard en route to the win. How about 2 teams putting up 50 burgers in a game that has to be in the conversation for Game of the Year? And that'll cap their season off at a very respectable 9-3 record. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Reed on the play action. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
Running inside. It's White. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going. but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Quarterback may change this route.
Bridge. Icy. Stack. Foul.
Fourth down, Reed. Rushes on him. He rifles one deep down the middle. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back.
Looking for more room. Picks up the first down. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates a moment.
There's some room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Reed. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
To the air, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Might be changing the route. On third down, they're in the gun, it's Reed. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. He'll pull it down and run. That's a 20. He's got space. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Offense in a bunch formation. Reed. Under fire. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I think sometimes offensively, you got to have a bit more awareness of where you are in the field. You got to feel yourself getting close to the boundary, and you got to settle down. That guy looked like he was a little bit out of control, and as a result, that throw took him out of bounds for no gain.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
shakes off the defender. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Reed. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Ready? Black 14. Black 14. Single receiver. Cover. Single. Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Play fake, Reed. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive.
Ready.
Direct snap. It's quiet. Powers through the defender. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Gets rid of it. Got his man. He wasn't even close to converting. Stopped well short of the first down. What a job by this defense. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming up.
There's a crease. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
They'll line up to go for 2. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Anderson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they overcome the penalty to convert. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Pringle. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running.
Here's a little room there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Can't get him to the ground. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense has built.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
give to the running back. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running behind that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. Snowed under by the defense.